My name is LaShawn Chambers-Reggans. I graduated from Prairie View December 2007.
Okay, okay, and why did you choose PV?
The reason I chose Prairie View, I had narrowed my choices down between two schools, between Spelman and Prairie View. I went to visit both campuses, and some of the pros and cons. Spelman living dorms is really old school, where PV is totally the now. The cost of Spelman was 3 times what it would cost me to go to Prairie View, and I wanted to be an engineer. Spelman didn't have an engineering program. So all of those things kind of made it a no-brainer that Prairie View was the best choice for me.
Okay, and what activities and organizations were you a part of?
While at Prairie View, I was pretty busy. I was a Delta. I was a member of the 8 Beta chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I was also a part of PALS, CAB. I actually was the president of PAN. I was heavily involved in SGA and sat on the council. I ran for SGA president, but I didn't win. I made it to the runoff, but I didn't win. And me and some of my line sisters started a women's empowerment organization. So that's about it.
Okay, and why did you choose civil engineering?
So I'm from Texas. The reason I chose civil engineering. So I'm from Texarkana, and there were literally no Black women engineers that I knew or that my mother knew. And my mother had saw this magazine saying, you know, they were looking for Black women engineers. Initially, I wanted to be a lawyer. So we went to, again, Pantherland Day, which was really helpful for me. It helped me decide that I wanted to go to Prairie View. And I didn't know which engineer. I didn't know anything about engineering. I didn't know, you know, what was the difference between electrical or mechanical. So I went to all the booths and I looked at all the information. And my first thought for civil engineering was it offered a lot of opportunities. So under civil, there's environmental, there's air, there's transportation and road. And so I was like, okay, well, at least I would be able to find a job somewhere in a couple different venues. And so that was really why I initially chose civil engineering.
Okay, and how did Prairie View prepare you for the real world?
Okay. Prairie View prepared me for the real world. I love this question. So what I learned from Prairie View was to not accept no as an answer. Whether it's financial aid, your classes being dropped, your grades, there's always a way to get to the yes. There's always a way to figure it out, whether it's a resource or the next person behind that first person. Prairie View taught me how to not accept no as an answer, because if I would have accepted no, I would have not had a place to stay my freshman year of school. So I didn't accept no, I figured it out, I kept figuring it out, and Prairie View taught me that I could.
And what are you doing now?
Right now, my number one job is I'm a mother. I'm a mother of the cutest 6-year-old ever. I'm an engineer, so I graduated from Prairie View with my civil engineering degree. I work as a quality engineer for Bechtel. And then I also own my own business. I'm also an entrepreneur.
And why is giving back to PV important to you?
PV grew me up. I say Houston is where I got my grown-up legs, but it's really Prairie View where I really learned how to swim for myself and how to figure this out. And Prairie View gave me so much, from opportunities. I've been to New York with Prairie View with different organizations. I've traveled. I've met famous people. Prairie View exposed me and gave me a lot that I was able to use and benefit from today. And so it's really important for me to give back like someone gave to me, whether it's a conversation, whether it's advice, or even connecting the dots for some of our students.
Okay. And what advice would you give current students as well as students about to graduate?
So much advice, so many things I wish I knew then. One, I would say intern. That's like my number one thing. Intern as many summers as you can, because that is very valuable. You need that experience to compete. I would also say don't quit, don't give up, don't stop. It's gonna get hard, it's gonna suck, you're gonna be broke. But once you start adulting, you adult forever. So do college as long as you can and do as much as you can while you're there. Intern abroad, travel, explore, have a good time.